I don't know who this other person is that. Natasha Azar, is that one? Yes, I don't know why this person is on Zoom. Hello? What is? Oh, she's not connected to audio. Can you connect to audio? Can you hold up your side face for me? Yeah, okay. Wait, she is connecting to audio. Mr. Gopal, you're killing Tanya's ears.
Sorry,
thank you.
Sorry, Tanya.
See, it doesn't matter, you're gonna get yelled at no matter what. Okay, Ms. Azar, can you please unmute?
Yes.
She's good, thank you. Okay, where are you located? What town?
I'm in Grosio, my mother's house. Don't have my ID.
Okay, so okay, so why are you on Zoom and not in person?
I was told that this was a Zoom meeting.
Who told you that?
When I got released, I asked how I would be able to find the date to come here, and they said that I'll get something in the mail, and it's a Zoom meeting.
Did you get something in the mail?
No, not yet, and I've been checking.
Can you hand me your file, please? Azar, A-Z-A-R. Because ma'am, it's in person. So I don't know who told you it was on Zoom, it's in person. So, and you need to be dressed a bit more appropriately than tank shirt.
Yeah, I couldn't find the ID number, I'm so sorry. I just now found it. Is there any way that I could show up there in like half an hour?
Yes, there is, we'll be here,
Okay.
so just one moment. Let me just explain to you,
thank
ma'am. Hold on, ma'am, hold on. You received this paperwork called pretrial release order when you were released, correct?
Yes.
Did you read it?
Yeah, my mom has all my paperwork right now, though.
No, ma'am, no, I didn't ask who has it. I asked if you read the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, all it said was that my next court date
Yes.
didn't say whether it was in person or on Zoom.
Ma'am, it says your purpose of next appearance, pre-trial. Time of appearance, 9 a.m. Date of appearance, August 29th, 2023. Place of appearance, at the court address above. That is the box that's checked.
I thought it meant that's where the case is like being located, as in that's where you are.
What?
Like,
The case is located here, ma'am. Yes, you need to be here in person, so make your way here.
Okay.
Okay, so we are, Mr. Gopal, I know that you're ready on Azar 232004.
Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mrs. Azar.
Okay, and I'm sorry, just one moment, Mr. Gopal. And Mr. Carson, are we having a hearing or not?
I'm speaking.
Okay, because I've had the toxicologist, the DNA individual on here for quite a while.
I understand, as I said, it's out there, I didn't know you turned it. I apologize.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, your name, please?
Natasha Azar.
All right, thank you for putting a more appropriate top on. And so, I'm sorry?
Sorry for missing my appointments. I have a real appointment after this. I'm sorry, that's on Zoom.
That's okay. All right, counsel, as the pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor, I was able to pre-try this matter at the time of the plan is here to plead to loitering where drugs are illegally kept and the possession of drug paraphernalia is going to be dismissed.
Raise your right hand. I swear from testimony about to give this guy be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
And as to count one, ordering or drugs or kept used or stored, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You've gone over your advice and rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
And as to that document, you read and understood each of those rights prior to signing it, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You also understand by entering into plea, you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights.
Yes.
You also understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this matter, in this court, any other court or administrative agency.
Yes, ma'am.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea.
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No.
Counsel, if you can please run to your client.
Sure. Mrs. R, were you in the city of Wyandotte on August 18th of this year?
Yes.
On that date and time, were you stopped by police for jaywalking?
Yes.
Did you have a crack pipe on your person?
Yes.
And you know that was illegal to have?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor?
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea. To count one, dismiss count two for the plea agreement. And we'll schedule this matter for sentencing. On September 28th.
Would that be in person, Your Honor?
Yes,
Very good.
at 9 a.m. Ma'am, you've been testing, correct?
Today's gonna be my first day. It was the earliest availability that they had.
The earliest availability, you should be calling every day to get.
Well, I have a person who's called like it's one that I can text to all the time. But they're gonna get me scheduled with everything else today.
I'm thoroughly
You're
confused.
gonna need to stop inappropriation. That's not. You were supposed to, their testing.
You were supposed to have stopped the probation on August 18th. Did you do that?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to.
Ma'am, when you were arraigned on August 18th, I indicated that, so you had to post a $5,000 10% bond. You had to participate in random testing because you weren't to use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. How did you think you're going to get set up for that random testing?
I thought I was gonna get everything in the mail.
No, that's why I indicated, and I know I indicated that because I wrote it on here. Defendant to stop at probation to set up random testing. So you posted your bond and you walked on out.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get when I started that in the mail as well as my Zoom appointment.
I'll ensure, Your Honor, that she stops inappropriation things also.
Ma'am, if you're tested today, what's in your system?
Weed and possibly coke.
Right. I can tell because you can't even sit still. You can't even stand still. When's the last time you used either one of those?
Yesterday, the weed, 2 days ago.
Are you going to tell me you don't recall this court telling you you're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed?
I thought I was gonna get everything in the mail when it started.
Wait, what?
I thought I was gonna get everything with the drawing and everything in the mail.
Ma'am, do you recall me telling you you were not allowed to use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed? What's that?
No, I thought that was gonna start the day the drawing started. With the testing.
No, ma'am. No, that started that day. When you were released from jail, you were not to use any of those substances. Unless prescribed. And I'm going to presume you don't have a prescription for coke and you don't have one for marijuana either.
No.
And had you read the document, ma'am, your pretrial release, it also indicates on there that you're not to use any alcohol, marijuana, or illegal controlled substances. Did you read that?
I just read it to see what my court date was.
And this document's 2.5 pages. You didn't read any of it. We don't just want to waste paper and ink. It's a purpose for you to review it and follow the court's orders. Why should I not revoke your bond right now? And you can sit in jail until your next court date.
I didn't know, I'm trying to get everything right on track. I started, or I'm gonna be starting rehab today.
You're going to be starting what?
I'm gonna be starting rehab today.
Rehab? Is that yes?
Yes.
Where's that?
Hero, out in Taylor.
Okay, so it's not inpatient,
No.
it's outpatient.
Yes, I'm also gonna be able to get my management license, because my mom just bought a food truck for me to get work.
When's the last time you worked?
2 years ago, a year ago.
Why haven't you worked in a year?
I don't really have an excuse.
Counsel, why should I not revoke your client's bond at this
Your Honor,
point?
she does have a very strong family support. Her mother's in the courtroom here today. She did indicate to me that she is going to be in outpatient rehab. She's either going to be working full-time here in the near future or enrolling in school. She did graduate high school a few years ago, and she wants to enroll herself into college courses. I think this was just a simple misunderstanding. Moving forward, it's not going to be an issue. She did appear here today. She did assure me that she would be appearing in all future court dates.
Why did you say that you're testing today? Because that was the first available time that you could get an appointment. Where's that at, testing?
Oh, rehab, because you might hear the test.
I'm gonna tell you, ma'am. I told you, and it was written in your documentation, that you chose not to read.
I thought everything's gonna be sent in the mail when everything's started.
So you thought you could just use whatever substance you wanted to use until the first time you were testing? That doesn't even make any sense. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to indicate that I'm going to revoke your bond. No, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't have you identified for the record.
It was a genuine mistake, ma'am.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a genuine mistake. I verbally told you on the record, it's written in your documents that you chose not to read. You had much notice that you're not allowed to use that. First of all, it's a condition of bond. Second of all, it's illegal for you to use cocaine anyway. But you violated this court's order.
Your Honor, I would simply just be asking for some leniency here. She was open and honest with you instead of lying. She told me the truth. Hopefully it's not going to happen again.
It won't.
Well, I'm glad that she told me the truth because actually I was going to find out anyway. That should have been tested right here in the courtroom, in the courthouse. The court's going to revoke your bond. We're going to amend the sentencing date to be September 11th. So it's not all the way to the end of September. Somebody will interview you back in the jail. Yes, ma'am?
I really didn't understand that story. I am planning to get my contract, I promise. I'm re-enrolling in college. I'm starting a job.
If your mom's the one that read you the court date, you're telling me she didn't read you all the other conditions?
That's what I just draw up. And I thought, since I didn't get anything in the mail yet, and I started rehab today, I wanted one last chance to get it out of my system. And I know that I was wrong.
It
I
was,
didn't know.
it was.
I really want to do anything again. Please don't do that.
Ma'am, for your own safety, the court's going to revoke your bond. In addition to violating this court's order.
If I started inpatient rehab today, would that change that?
Ma'am, I'm not bartering with you. If you wanted inpatient rehab, you certainly could have participated before right now. You want inpatient rehab so you're not going to jail.
I do want to get better. That's not entirely true.
Okay, then I will have you tethered to inpatient treatment through the Wayne County Jail. So you can still get your inpatient treatment. All right, they're going out this door. Thank you. Somebody will be back there to interview you regarding your sentencing. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're going this way. You're going this way. You want the inpatient treatment? We're doing that for you.
I told you the truth, I didn't even know it was gonna get touched.
Ma'am,
Please, I'm
ma'am,
like-
you're going to get your inpatient treatment.
Right here.
We're going to go off the record for a moment. Good morning, ma'am, your name, please.
Your Honor, my name is Natasha Azar.
All right, good morning. Okay. And today is the date scheduled for sentencing on your client's plea of Lordy where drugs are kept, used, or sold. Speaking of counsel, do you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, it's factually accurate.
Okay. All right, and then as to the recommendation, counsel.
Your Honor, I believe that she was considered a good candidate for the sobriety court option. She did seem eager and willing to participate. Judge, she's 21 years old. She has a strong family support system. She's going to be living with her mother in Grosse Ile, working for her mother's company. It's a food truck that they run. She graduated high school in 2020, and she was enrolled as a freshman in Henry Ford. Obviously, she's been in custody since the 18th, but it's her goal to get those classes going. She's got a little uphill battle, but I believe that she'll have the tools made available from this court to do so. Thank you, Judge.
All right, and so Ms. Azar, what is you're in school at in college, and so is it online or in person?
It's a hybrid. I would be mostly online except for Mondays and Wednesdays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Well, okay, so how many classes are you taking?
I'd be taking psychology, forensic science, and pre-med.
So you're taking 3 classes?
I was accepted into pre-med and psychology, but I haven't had the opportunity to actually take those classes. The week that I got accepted, I got arrested.
Okay, so that's my question. So you're telling me that you have a certain college schedule. And so I'm asking, how many classes are you set to take?
2.
2.
At the moment, yes.
Okay, and then you're telling me that it's hybrid, that it's mostly online, but you have 2 days that you're going to campus for 6 hours each day. That doesn't sound very hybrid to me. It sounds as though it's all on campus.
Sorry, I'm going to be trying to go for a 3rd class while I'm there.
Okay, but that still sounds as though it's all on campus.
I can try to make it all online.
Well, here's my concern, okay? I've spoken with Judge Clifton, and I understand that you've been accepted into their treatment court. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so there are some concerns that I have, ma'am, with your drug use. And so I understand that Judge Clifton had gone over some additional conditions if you were to be released.
Yes, Your Honor.
But I have to tell you, I am not comfortable with you attending class on campus, because I think that you could just arrange for people to meet you there and
I can make
provide
it,
you with your substances.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can make it solely online then. I can change it.
And how do you know that if you haven't spoken with anybody at school?
My younger and older sister both attend at college. They're very flexible.
Okay. And so it's my understanding that Judge Clifton had already addressed with you the possibility of potentially being released on GPS tether with house arrest, correct?
Your Honor.
And that would mean that you wouldn't be able to leave the home
Yes, Your Honor.
and as well, unless it's for the program participation.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm completely willing.
And you also understand that you're not to have any visitors at your home either.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that people are bringing stuff into you that you are not supposed to be having.
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay. And so, ma'am, you've now been in custody for 7 days at the Wayne County Jail, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Had you ever been in jail before?
No.
Ma'am, I hope that, and I understand that there's a recovery process and there's a recovery journey. I hope that in the course of your journey, you remember how much you did not want to be where you currently are.
I absolutely will, Your Honor.
Because I obviously didn't hesitate to revoke your bond and send you to jail because you couldn't stay clean and you needed help in that regard.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will not hesitate to do that again, nor will Judge Clifton.
I understand, Your Honor. I appreciate the chance.
Okay. The court's going to indicate that after review of the report and recommendation, hearing from counsel, hearing from Mrs. R, that there's reasonable grounds to depart from MCL 769.5. The court's going to indicate 24 months probation. You are going to have to comply with all terms and conditions of the 25th District Court Sobriety Court. You're not to use any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed to be subjected to random testing. That'll be through the program there. Your notified information officer immediately of any change in address or employment status. You'll still have to do that here as well. Just in the event that you don't, it doesn't work out for you over there or you don't want to continue there, we need to have your current information as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. Obviously, if things are going well there and Judge Clifton gives you permission to leave the state, then that's sufficient. You don't have to get permission here also, okay?
Yes, Your
You're
Honor.
not to violate any criminal law of any unit of government. All right, the court's going to also indicate that it will indicate that you may be released to a GPS tether.
Thank you, Your Honor.
With the following conditions. House arrest, may leave for treatment court requirements. No visitors to the home. That's 0, none.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, your mom wants to address the court. Ma'am, if you can please come forward. Okay, and if you can please state and spell your first and last names, please.
Name's Evelyn Apgar.
Okay, I need you to be a little bit louder.
Excuse me. My name's Evelyn Apgar, spelling Evlynn, Apgar, Apgar.
Okay,
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to ask that this court make it very clear that it's my home address that she's gonna be coming to, and I would like to ask if she can be released for Sunday service as well.
what time is that?
We leave about 11:30, it's from 12 to 1 or 2. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer depending on. It's at First Baptist Church in Flat Rock.
Okay. What other address would she think she's going to if it's not yours?
We just briefly spoke while she was, where she is, and she said that she's picking one of 2 places, one in Lincoln Park at her friend's house and one at my house.
Oh, no, ma'am. The only option is your mom's home in Grozeel.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That's the only location. And it's my understanding that is the only location that Judge Clifton addressed you regarding on Friday as well, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, why would you think that perhaps you might be going to a friend's house in Lincoln Park?
I just wasn't sure, or if I was able to choose the address, or if it was at my mother's.
I have to tell you, ma'am, the fact that you were even thinking about going somewhere other than your mother's home gives me concern that you are going to do what you can to manipulate these conditions.
No, Your Honor, I understand that I'm just going to be at my mother's.
No visitors, is no visitors.
Yes, Your Honor.
And mom, even if you're at Sunday service with her, it would
She
be
will be
best
right
to
next to me the entire
not,
time,
yep.
and she knows.
Okay, you'll have to provide the hours for your Sunday service. But I will indicate 11:30 to 2:30 at the very latest.
Okay,
That's,
that's more than.
gives some travel time in the event it goes a little longer.
Yeah, sometimes we're doing the food truck and feed people too, so, but I will make sure 2:30 we're at home.
Okay, ma'am, do you have cameras on your home so you can see if any visitors are coming?
I have Ring cameras, but I can get more. I have them for the inside, but I can get them for the outside as well.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you are to contact 25th District Court immediately upon your release, as Judge Clifton instructed you to do, okay?
Your Honor.
All right. The court's going to indicate a $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $200 for the cost of prosecution, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50. So $725 plus the $1,520 program fee for the 25th District Court. So that's a total of $2,245. All right, you'll have to set up a payment plan at some point, but you don't have to do that right this moment, okay? All right, and then any classes, ma'am, are going to have to be online for the time being.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. All right, have a
Judge.
good day. All right, off the record.